What's good, what is good, my sizers? We're back again with another video, and today we're at Marketplace Buffet located in Rampart Casino. Now, the interesting thing about Marketplace Buffet is that they offer 5 different types of buffets. They have the lunch buffet, the prime rib dinner, the weekend champagne brunch, the deli night, and the aloha night. And a cool thing about them is that kids who are 12 and under will only eat for $13. Now, Rampart Casino does have a rewards program, and depending on what level you are for their rewards program, depends on what discount you can get at the buffet. Now, this buffet also has 5 different stations. They have the carvery, the farm stand, the Euro station, the global station, and of course your desserts station. Now, this buffet was filmed during a prime rib dinner, so all of these foods you will see is what you will typically see during a prime rib dinner. Now, if you've never heard of Rampart Casino, it is located west of the strip and it is about 13 miles away. Also, let me just add that all the food smelled really good, but the prime rib was definitely worth it. Like, it was cooked just perfectly and it tasted amazing. It was definitely one of my favorites. I also had another favorite, but I'll tell you guys that a little bit later on. Okay, so now we're moving on to the farm stand, and if you couldn't tell by the name, then this is where you find your salads, your soups, and a couple of fruits. Starting us off strong, we have some dressings and of course a little section where you can make your own salad. But what I thought was cool is we have fish, lox, pineapple, lemons, cantaloupes, and even some pita bread. And then we have your mixes of different types of salad and some more dressings to go along with that. And of course, because it's a salad bar, we have some more toppings, which for some reason, this just reminds me of Subway. I don't really know why, but I will say that they had a couple of more salads that are right about here, and I didn't know what they were, but they smelled amazing and they looked really good to be salad. And then of course, you have some oranges and apples, and here's some bread, and they also have a toaster right around the corner of this so you can toast your bread. And they have butter and soups. Now, coming to the soups, they have your basic tomato soup, which actually smelled really good for some tomato soup. And then they had this really good cheese and broccoli soup. Like, this soup was really good. I was almost full off of just the soup because it was that good. And it was super, like, thick and creamy, so I definitely recommend it. And then they also had this chicken matzo ball soup, which smelled divine. And though, of course, it was not deli night for the buffet, they did have deli meat spreads and cheese along with some spreads. They even had olive, red pepper, and avocado tapenade. I'll be honest, I'm not too sure if I said that correctly. But here we are at the next station, which would happen to be the Euro station. And at this Euro station, you can, of course, find some pizza. Now, I'll be honest, even though their pizza smelled really good, I wasn't a fan of it, but I'm also not a fan of pizza. But their mac and cheese was, oh my goodness, it was so amazing. And so was this. This was pretty good. It was a little thin, but otherwise it was really good. And this over here smelled amazing. Their garlic knots smelled so good, but I'll be honest, I did not want to get myself full off of garlic knots and macaroni and cheese, so I had to stop myself from eating it. And this smelled so good, and I would eat it, but I'm not a fan of like ravioli and stuff, so I didn't want to chance it, but I totally should have because it smelled really good too. And of course, they have a build your own pasta station, which I always love this station at any and all buffets. There are some toppings that you can add to your pastas and to make your sauce, and I just think it's really nice that they have a build your own pasta station. So the last station that they had to offer when it comes to main courses is their global station, and let me tell you, their global station smelled a lot better than it tasted. Well, at least it did for me. So first we have a couple of soups here. We have their hot and sour soup, and of course their egg drop soup, which I don't know about you guys, but I love egg drop soup, and for some reason I just did not even taste this. And then they have some egg rolls and some pot stickers. And then this is their rice cooker, and that had white rice inside of it. I don't know how to open up a rice cooker, so I didn't even attempt to. They also have fried rice, some vegetables, some steamed vegetables, I should say. They even had black bean mussels. This dish is called beef chow fun. And then, of course, they had orange chicken, but I'll be honest, I wasn't that big of a fan of it, but it could have just been an off day. I thought it was a little dry, though. They also have kimchi, edamame, and a couple of sauces. And then last but not least, they have their desserts section. And let me tell you, their dessert section kind of carried this buffet, and not gonna lie. So they had a no sugars added section where they had a couple of pies, like coconut cream pie and pecan pie, but they also had a couple of cookies for you guys, and then some strawberry mousse, carrot cake, a mango creme brulee, which I love creme brulee, but I've never heard of a mango flavored creme brulee before, so I thought that was pretty interesting. They also had Oreo cupcakes, tiramisu, pistachio mousse, and even cake shots, which I don't know what a cake shot was, but I mean, it smelled good. Next to their cupcakes was this thing called mini panna conas, which I'm not sure what it was, but it looked so cool. Like, look at that presentation. How cool is that? They also had cookies, and then this was called their magic bars, and oh my gosh, it was like tasting heaven. It was so crazy. It was so good. I had like 4 of them. They also had churros, and I've never been to a buffet that had churros before, but I was not disappointed. And then of course they have bread pudding with some caramel sauce and some whiskey sauce to go along with it. I was not a big fan of the whiskey sauce. I thought it tasted funny. But they also have regular ice cream, so they have soft serve chocolate, vanilla, and then a swirl, and then they also serve gelato, different flavors of gelato, so I thought that was pretty cool. But I'm also running out of time, so thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you guys have ever been to the Marketplace Buffet, ever heard of it, and what your thoughts of it were, and be sure to smash that subscribe button down there while you're at it. Toodles!